Hiya! So we're going to be learning Common Sense. So this song is in standard tuning and we've got a capo on the 5th fret. So I'm going to be referring to that capo as if that's fret 0, so fret 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So there's only really about 4 different sections to this song. So the song begins with the intro, which is really just a variation on the verse. So it goes like this. So we start off here with this kind of D shape where we're going. So here I've got my index finger on the 2nd fret of the G string and my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. Then we've also got open D string there. So we've got open D string, 2nd fret of the G string, and then 3rd fret of the B string. So we're going to be doing this picking pattern that goes like this. So this is the picking pattern that he uses for nearly the whole of the song. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start off with our thumb on the D string and our middle finger on the B string, and we're going to start by playing them both at the same time. So just then the G string with our index finger and then the D string again with our thumb. So far we've got. So then after that we're going to go. So that is just the B string with our middle finger, sorry. Then the G string with our index finger, and then the D string with our thumb again. So we've got so far. And then we're just going to end by playing. So that's just the B string with our middle finger again, and then the G string with our index finger again. And then we're just going to repeat that whole picking pattern. So very slowly, what we've got is. We're just going to repeat that again. So that's the first shape. So now after that, we're going to move to this G shapes where we're going. So here I'm keeping my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, but now I'm going to put my middle finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string. So we've got 3rd fret of the low E string, 3rd fret of the B string, and we're also going to be playing open G string here. So here we've got the same picking pattern just on different strings. So this time we're going. So we're going to start off here with our thumb on the low E string and our middle finger on the B string, and again we're going to play those both at the same time. So then we're going to play the G string with our index finger, the low E string with our thumb. So we've got so far. And then we're going to play B string, then G string, then low E string, and then finally B string again, then G string. So we've got. And then for the last shape of this half of the intro, we've got. So we've just got an A shape here. So I find that the easiest way to play it is just by flattening my index finger over the 2nd fret of the D, G, and B strings. Or you can play it sort of with individual fingers if you want, but as long as we're on the 2nd fret of the D, G, and B strings there, and then we've got open A string as well. So we've got just this A shape. And then we're going to be playing, again, the same picking pattern just on different strings. So this time we're going. So here we start off with our thumb on the A string and our middle finger on the B string, and we're going to play them at the same time. So then we're going to play the G string with our index finger, and then the A string with our thumb. So we've got. Then we're going to play B string again with our middle finger, G string with our index finger, A string with our thumb, and then B string, and then G string. So we've got. So that's the first half of the verse. So we've got so far now. So then, for the next time, it's the same chords, but we're just going to play some slight sort of variations. So this time, when we do the D, we're going to go. So that starts off exactly the same. So again, just. But then instead of playing the B string and the G string to finish off, we're going to play this little hammer on that goes. So here I've got my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the high E string. So we've just got an open D shape. So, and we're going to play. So that is just the 2nd fret of the high E string. Then with my little finger, I'm going to quickly hammer onto the 3rd fret. So, and then quickly pull off again to the 2nd fret. So we're just going 2nd fret, 3rd fret, back to the 2nd fret. So I'm going. And then again, we're just going to carry on with the normal picking pattern after that. So then for the G, it's exactly the same, except this time we're going to play. So here, this time we're starting without our finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. So we've got open B string this time, but we're still on the 3rd fret of the low E string. So we've got 3rd fret of the low E string, open G string, and open B string, and we're going to play. So it starts off the same picking pattern, just with open B string there. So we're playing. Then the G string, then the low E string. Then we're going to put our finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. So then we're going to play. So we've got. And then we're just going to take it back off again for the last part of the picking pattern. So we're going. So it's the exact same picking pattern. We're just putting on and taking off our finger on the 3rd fret of the B string there. So. And then for the last shape, we're going to play. So this time, we're playing the A shape slightly differently. I'm just on the 2nd fret of the D string and the 2nd fret of the B string, but everything else is open. So this time we've got open A string and open G string as well. So we're going to, again, same picking pattern, but we're just going to do different things. So we're going to start off the same. So then we're going to put our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. So we've got so far. And then finally our little finger on the 5th fret of the B string to finish off the picking pattern. So we've got. So that second half of the intro, we've got. That's the whole of the intro part. So after that we come to the verse. So for the verse, we're pretty much just playing exactly what we played for the first half of the intro there. So I'll play through the verse. Common sense tells me kiss the girl goodbye. Common sense tells me leave it all behind. So it's basically just the exact same as what we played for the first half of the intro there. So again, for this D shape, we've got. So that's exactly the same as we did in the intro. Then the G shape. Again, just the same as it is in the intro. And then the A is only very slightly different. This time we're going to play. So the only difference is we're moving over to the D string halfway through. So for the picking pattern for this A shape, we're going to start on the A string with our thumb and the B string with our middle finger. So we're going to play them both at the same time. Then the G string with our index finger. This time we're going to play the D string with our thumb. And then again, B string with our middle finger. Then G string with our index finger. And then D string with our thumb. And then finally B string and G string. So we've got. So that's the only difference between this and what we played for the first half of the intro there. So. And we're just going to repeat that So that's all we're doing for the verse section there. So then after that we come to the chorus. So for the chorus we've got
Common sense says the girl's not worth my time, but common sense ain't coming when you come to mind.
So for the chorus, we start off on this G shape. So we've got, so we start off and we're just playing the exact same picking pattern as we do for the G chord in the verses. So again, that's just the low E string and the B string at the same time. Then the G string, then the low E string, and then just B string, G string, low E string, and then B string, G string. So we've got. So again, it's just exactly how we play it in the verse. Then for the A shape, again, it's just how we play it in the verse. So that's. So again, that's just A string and B string at the same time. Then G string, then D string, then B string, G string, D string, and then B string and G string to finish off. So then we've got the D chord, which again is how we play it in the verse. So again, that's just D string and B string at the same time. Then the G string, then D string, then B string, G string, D string, and then B string, G string. So far we've got the G shape, then the A shape, then the D shape, and then we've got this B minor shape. So here, I'm barring my index finger over the whole of the second fret. So I'm pressing down on all the strings on the second fret. Then I've got my ring finger on the 4th fret of the D string, my little finger on the 4th fret of the G string, and my middle finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. So we've got. So here we're going to play. So here we start off with my thumb on the low E string and my middle finger on the B string. So we're going to play them both at the same time. So then the G string with my index finger, low E string with my thumb. So we've got then the B string, then G string, low E string, and then finally just B string, G string. So we've got. So far we've got. So that's the first half of the chorus. And then for the second, we start off exactly the same on the G chord. So. And the A chord again. So again, exactly the same. And then this time we just stay on that D shape when we finish. So we play. But then the only difference is we throw in the hammer on that we played in the intro. So we've got. So again, that's just exactly how we play it in the intro. So we start by playing the normal picking pattern. And then we do the hammer on from the 2nd fret of the high E string to the 3rd fret. And then pull back off again to the 2nd fret. And then we just play the normal picking pattern after that. So that's the whole of the chorus. So very slowly we've got G shape, A shape, D shape, B minor shape, then back to the G shape, then the A shape, and then the D shape with the hammer on. So then after that, we just go back to another verse. So this second verse is just exactly the same as how we played it the first time. And then another chorus after that. Which again is just exactly how we played it last time. So then it's another verse after that, which again, the verses don't change when we play them. It's just that more instruments come in around it. and then another chorus again, which is just the same.
Chance is all I really need.
So then at the 1 minute 30 mark, we've got the bridge. So that's this part.
I think I love you. I want to love you. Please let me love you. I wish to show you how to love.
So there's only 3 chords in the bridge. So we start off with the A shape, which is how we're going to play it exactly the same as in the verse. So we've got, so again, that's just B string and A string at the same time. Then the G string, then D string, then B string, G string, D string, and then B string, G string. So then the G shape. So again, this is how we play it in the verse. So, and then just the D shape. So then the first time we play these chords, we're going to play the hammer on, like we did in the intro and at the end of the chorus. So again, it's just. So again, we've already played all 3 of these shapes and picking patterns. So again, it's just A shape, then G, and then D with the hammer on. So then the second time we're going to play it again. So A, G, and then D shape. And this time we're going to play it without the hammer on. So just. So then again A, then G, and the third time we're also going to play it without the hammer on. Last time we're going to play A again, then G, and this time we are going to play it with the hammer on. So to recap, it plays the hammer on the first and the fourth times, and then the second and the third times we play it without the hammer on. So then after that we've got the solo. So here an extra guitar part comes in to play the actual solo. So first I'll show you what the rhythm guitar underneath that does. So for the rhythm guitar, we play the same chords as we just played in the bridge. So still A, then G, and then D. But the picking pattern slightly changes. So this time we're going to go. So we start off here on this A shape. And this time we're going to play, so again that's just the A string with our thumb and the B string with our middle finger, so then the G string and then the A string, so we've got, and then B string, G string, A string, so we've got, so that's what we're going to play for the A chord. Then we've got the G chord after that, and that's just, so the same again. So the low E string and the B string to start off with, then the G string and low E string. So we've got then B string, G string, low E string. So we've got so far. And then finally. So for this D shape, we're playing the D and B strings at the same time. Then the G string, then the D string, and we're going to play B string, G string, D string. I'm going to play that. So we're going to play that 3 more times. So B string, G string, D string, and again B string, G string, D string, and then B string, D string, D string. So then we just loop that round. So over the top of those chords, we've got a lead part that plays a little solo. So that goes like this. So to begin, we've got, so here we're on the 4th fret of the D string, and I believe the 7th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th fret of the B string. So 4th fret of the D string and 7th fret of the B string, and we're going to play that at the same time. So then we're going to move down 2 frets with the same shape. So now we're on the 2nd fret of the D string and the 5th fret of the B string. So we've got so far. So then we're going to play. So that is the 8th fret of the B string and the 5th fret of the D string. And then we're just going to slide down 1 fret. So we end up on the 4th fret of the D string and the 7th fret of the B string. So we're playing the 2 strings at the same time for all of these. So that's the first half of the solo. And then for the second we've got. So we start off exactly the same. So again, the 4th fret of the D string and the 7th fret of the B string. So, and then slide down 2 frets. So we're on the 2nd fret of the D string and the 5th fret of the B string. So, but then this time we're going to go. So here we slide up a lot. So we end up on the 10th fret of the B string and the, I believe, 7th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th fret of the D string. So then we're going to slide down 2 frets. So we're now on the 8th fret of the B string and the 5th fret of the D string. So we've got, and then this time we're going to go. So that is the 4th fret of the D string and the 7th fret of the B string. And we're going to quickly then slide up 1 fret on both. And then back down 1 fret. So we're just going. So we've got. So that's the whole of the solo. So it's just those 2 halves. So we just got. And then. So then after that, we've just got another verse that's exactly the same. And then after that, we've got a final chorus, which is exactly the same, except for the very end, where we repeat the last 3 chords in the chorus. So we've got. So for these final 3 chords of the chorus, so the G shape, and the A shape, and then the D shape. And usually we'd end on that D shape, but we're going to repeat again, so that's the G shape again, and the A shape, and then the D shape, and then we do the hammer on like we usually do at the end of the chorus, so, and we just end by strumming that D chord. So as I said, it's exactly the same. We just repeat those last 3 chords. That's the only thing that changes in that very last chorus. So that's the whole of the song. So as I said, there's only kind of 4 sections to it, just the verses, choruses, bridge, solo, and then there's the intro, which is more or less the same as the verses. So all you need to do is just put those pieces together, and then you'll be able to play along with the song. So I hope it's been helpful for you, and thank you very much.